All tours of our visitor center are made without a guide. Your group will be directed from one room to another by a voice guide, by dimming lights and lights turning on again in the next room. Unless otherwise instructed, stay in the given room. Only then can you see all projections and audio-visual effects in the correct order. At the end of your tour, you can influence the unfolding story by pushing specific buttons. In the second half of the 19th century, the suburbs of Prague enlarged. Industrial companies were built up, but none of the Prague suburbs had a brewery, while the small brewery's capacity in the city center was not sufficient. That's why the shareholders' brewery Staropramen was established in Smíchov, a Prague suburb with huge customer potential, made up mainly of workers from the surrounding plants.
Oh. Uh-oh.
The shareholders' brewery in Smíchov was established on the 23rd of October, 1869, based on a decision made by Smíchov entrepreneurs. The brewery was located on the left bank of the Vltava River, on a plot of land of 18,000 square meters. The brewery held a strategic position in a newly developing industrial area. It had a strong capital background and was proud of being an all-Czech company. The first beer batch was festively brewed and blessed by Chaplain Láska on the 1st of May, 1871. By the end of 1871, the brewery had achieved a volume of 9,648 hectoliters of produced beer. For instance, the Ringhofer's plant was one of its prominent customers. This plant used to buy 30 buckets of beer, about 17 hectoliters, from the workmen every day. The first barrels were marked AKC PIV Smíchov. In the beginning, the brewery didn't have a permanent name for its beer. This is Czechoslovakia. Over time in its history, the brewery has had to face many difficult moments many times. These moments usually came as a result of changes in the political climate and also due to the activity of natural disasters. For example, in May of 1872, the brewery was hit by a flood, which affected the basements. In 1884, the moderate winter brought a problem. There was no ice on the Vltava River, which was used for cooling the beer in the brewery basements. Due to this, the ice was transported from the foothills, and the beer price consequently increased significantly. Significant crises came during the First World War, when only 6-degree and 4-degree beer, instead of 10 and 12-degree beers today, was brewed. The most qualified workers also joined the military service, which caused another considerable loss. In front of you can see the brewery laboratory of Brewmaster Paspa as it looked around 1930. After you look around, please go upstairs to the office of the brewmaster, which is placed on the first floor. The legend of the Staropramen Brewery.
Looks like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Joseph Paspa, and I'd like to welcome you to my office. As you can hear outside the window, there is a rush in the brewery yard, as carts bring down empty barrels and carry away those filled with our Staropramen beer. From the historical newspapers in the previous room, you've learned everything important about about the history of the famous and unique Prague beer, Staropramen. I have spent a big part of my life here in the Prague breweries of Staropramen, where I worked as the head brewer from the year 1912 to the year 1933. I can't say my services weren't wanted by the competitors. However, the beer brewed in Golden Prague charmed me so much that I would never exchange it for any amount of money. I took care not only about the impeccable beer quality, but I also laid the foundations of a modern brewery. We were among the first European breweries where coal gas was used for generating the heat for brewing. And we replaced the old wooden vats with steel enamel versions. We rebuilt the filtration, set up a laboratory for brewing, and a beer yeast station. Under my leadership, Staropramen became the biggest brewery in Czechoslovakia. And finally, the icing on the cake, the brewery today still brews my original lager, Granat. I'm going to reveal to you how Staropramen is brewed as we continue through the brewery. We're starting in just a minute. As I always like to say, the brewery consists of water, tubes, and fools. As you can see, my spirit is still here. My favorite cigar remained unsmoked. And my favorite book about brewing is still here. Please continue to the brew house.
It's huge.
Oh my god, look how deep that is.
Coppers.
Look how deep it is.
Copper vessels. Go on, touch that. I don't think that was it. I think I actually got the light on.
That's
I
the
can't see
biggest
it.
I've ever seen.
I see there's lights there. There's all sorts of things that would not normally be in there. I can't see it on the camera. But
It's said that in each glass of Staropramen there is another little sun that shines. Although brewing technology has been improving over the centuries, the unchanged basic elements of the brew processes mean that you can enjoy the natural qualities of a great beer which shine out like the sun's rays. My name is Josef Paspa, and I will be your guide through the Staropramen brewing process that hasn't changed since I myself was a brewer in the 1930s. Welcome to the historic brewery of Staropramen, the place where beer is born. To this day, beer brewing is impossible without three basic natural ingredients: water, malt, and hops. Staropramen is brewed from exceptionally high quality water, selected kinds of malting barley, and the famous Czech hops, which provide the distinctive flavor and aroma. Specific Czech ingredients stand behind the exceptional taste of Staropramen. We take special care about their selection. That's why we use for our lager 2 kinds of malting barley and 5 types of hops. In the Saz area, which isn't far from Prague, the Saz early medium red hops reach for the sun up to 12 meters. This kind of hops is considered to be the best in the world. Come closer. Take the hops in your hands and rub it between your fingers. Can you smell the aroma?
That's malt.
Hops are the Staropramen spice, which provide a distinctive,
Lots
pleasant
of there, though.
bitterness.
Don't grab something. You ain't gonna grab them.
Can't reach.
Hold that. Hold it.
You can do it.
In order to be able to brew Staropramen, we have to take barley and turn it into malt. For Staropramen, we use specific kinds of barley malt, which is soaked in the malt house, left to sprout, and dried. Each little barley germ gives birth to our beloved Staropramen. And here in the malt house, at first comes the water and then malt.
You want to try eating it? Smell it.
For a perfect mix of water and ground up malt, we use the first of these brewing kettles, called a mash vat. The amount of water used, along with the amount and kind of barley, are the basis for the Staropramen beer recipe. The mixture, made in this way, is called a mash.
Decoction.
In the malt house, we've used the traditional Czech procedure since the first beer was brewed on the 1st of May, 1871. What this means is brewing according to a unique double decoction process. This brewing procedure is typical for most Czech beers, and that's why Czech beer is considered to be the best in the world. The aim of double decoction is to transfer to the brew from malt grain sugar, malt color, and aroma. 1/3 of the mash is taken to another kettle where it is further cultivated. It is gradually warmed up and gently sent back. This process is repeated twice, hence double decoction. And we get hot malt wort, which is the keystone and heart of each Staropramen beer.
Hop boiling.
The last, very important step is wort boiling in a hop wort cooling pan. 5 kinds of hops are gradually added to the wort during the brewing. This unique process specializes the hop aroma and bitterness, which is gradually released from the hop into the brew.
Fermentation.
That's how malt wort turns into hop wort. The amount and kind of hops added are the Staropramen Brewery's secret, and the experience of their predecessors has been kept secret since 1869. The hot brewed hop wort is left to rest for half an hour. Brewer's yeast is added to the cold and aerated hop wort in the amount of 18 million cells per milliliter of wort. Here in Staropramen, we've been using for several decades our own bottom fermenting yeast strain, Saccharomyces cerevisiae, which is the soul of Staropramen. Young beer begins its life thanks to a controlled fermentation. Young beer slowly matures in a cold, dark place. Here we get the typical taste of Staropramen. Its flavor develops as the beer matures. Now Staropramen is actually finished. All that's left is to filtrate it and tap it into bottles, kegs, tanks, or cans. And now for the main event. Its lovers await. Every glass of Staropramen is made especially for you and hides hundreds of years of experience of my predecessors and successors. Your empty pints and shouts of "one more beer, please," is the greatest reward for us, the Staropramen Brewers. All I can say now is enjoy the distinctive taste of Staropramen in our special beer bar at the end of our tour. Nesbra.
So this is the malt. They use. Where's the malt? How much malt's in there? Look at that. Called
See.
coppers.
Coppers, yeah, that's the biggest ones I've ever seen in my life.
They are huge, aren't they? Can I sit on it one? Let's sit on it, have a picture. That's our tops. Is that you? At least I'm saying hello. It's Wanda. Of course, it's Wanda. You got your taps there, haven't you? What are the taps like? The old taps. These are all the taps. Fabulous. There's no lights off, see? It is massive, isn't it? Yeah, I'll have a picture. I was going to take a picture.
A strong emphasis is placed on the flexibility and ability to fill difference at different sizes and brews.
Lovely. We're going through here. So we're going through here. Oh, we're just going down to the brew house, I think.
It's rather noisy. Thousands of clinking bottles create a background similar to.
Oh, it's the bottling machine.
Begins with the washing process.
Coming through to the bottling machine.
Absolutely clean bottles can continue into the filler. Before filling, all the air is pumped into the bottle in order to prevent unnecessary oxidation of the beer. Outside of the consumer, that air is filled inside the beer, with consumer
Simplified version. Probably just going around that.
tapped beers have 3 labels. Our control by automatic canning is carried out in order to verify that the bottle is ready for its journey to the consumer.
Staropramen
Bottles
car.
are distributed in a multi-pack, and party. You use a 20-pack combination of salt. The cork is marketed as soon as 20 bottles are standing inside. A special
We'll go for the flashing.
Russian berries.
I wanted to go take a picture of that. There we are.
That is
Go on
when
in.
the tapping and rubbing process is finished.
She did her best. I don't think it works, Mond.
Now you know how Staropramen is brewed, tapped,
What's
and
that?
wrapped. Please continue downstairs. Use the tap as a joystick to select your country, and you will learn how Staropramen gets to your home.
That's on the car. Yeah. Staropramen car. I don't really get the vastness of it. Yeah, you don't really get the vastness of it. What I'm trying to do, of course,
That's how big it is.
it is huge. And then we're going to go back down into the tap house and have a beer. So that's the Staropramen. That wasn't too bad. I quite enjoyed that.
It's only about 12 quid each.
12 quid each.
Beer with that.
And a beer, well, tasting beer at the end. So, yeah, all good.
Oh, I never knew it was that big. I never knew it was that big.
Wanda didn't know. Right, see you soon.